Assalamualaikum and hi. My name is Muhammad Nazim Nizamuddin. My matrix number is 2022824928. I'm from HM242 Group 3B1. Today I will talk about informative speech on my topic culture shock in a university life. Culture shock is referred to the impact of moving from the familiar culture to one that is unfamiliar. We all maybe have a experience of culture shock, or maybe not ourselves but people we know, like our friends who change their attitude after experiencing the culture shock. This shows that culture shock can affect a person's attitude. Therefore, how do we overcome a problem of culture shock? So we need to know the common symptom of culture shock and how to overcome it. As a student, we need to understand about culture shock for our own benefits. First of all, we need to know what is culture shock. Culture shock refers to feeling of uncertainty, confusion, or anxiety that people may experience when moving to a new country or experiencing new culture or surrounding. It might include the shock of a new environment, meeting new people, eat new food, or adapting to a foreign language, as well as the shock of being separated from the important people in our life, like friends and family. This cultural adjustment is a normal and is the result of being in an unfamiliar environment. Culture shock can produce a range of symptoms which can vary greatly from person to person in terms of scopes and intensity. This may include being homesick, feeling helpless, feeling isolated, disorientation, lack of concentration, irritability, sadness, sleep and eating disturbance, and paranoia. Do you know that there is four stages of culture shock? Let me explain about it. Culture shock is typically divided into four stages. Number one is the honeymoon stage, number two, frustration stage, number three, adaptation stage, and lastly, acceptance stage. These periods are characterized by feeling of excitement, anger, homesickness, adjustment, and acceptance. You need to take note that some people might not go through all four phases and might not reach the acceptance phase. They might experience difficulty adjusting, which could create permanent introversion or other form of social behavioral reaction. So I will explain more about these four stages. So now I will explain about honeymoon stage. During this stage, everything is new and interesting. You may experience a feeling of euphoria and be in awe of all the differences you see and experience. You feel excited and stimulated, and you still feel close to everything familiar back home. During this stage, you generally focus on the differences, on the similarity between your home country and your host country, but you appreciate the differences as well. For example, as a university student, when students first come to university, there are some of them who are afraid to make a new friends and feel uncomfortable in a new place. Some also feel very happy because they have a new learning atmosphere, new friends, and want to try various new things at university. They feel that no one can stop them from trying new experience. It is because at university they feel free and not constrained by their parents like they were in school. For the second stage, it is frustration stage. After some weeks or even months in your new environment, the differences that once seems interesting may suddenly seems irritating. You may be you may begin to experience negative feelings towards your new culture, and this is the stage known as culture shocks. Symptoms can include stress, homesickness, frustration, sadness, and self-doubt. For example, students who have gone through the honeymoon stage, at first they are happy to spend time playing, not focusing on their study, and postponing assignment. They becoming stressed when the assignment become more and the due date get closer. That was the example for frustration stage. For the third stage, there is the adaptation stage. This stage is often gradual as people feel more at home in their new surrounding. The feelings from the frustration stage begin to subside as people adjust to their new environment. Although they may still not understand certain cultural cues, people will become more familiar, at least to the point that interpreting them become much easier. And the last stage is the acceptance stage. During the acceptance or recovery stage, people are better able to experience and enjoy their new home. Typically, belief and attitudes towards their new surrounding improve, leading to increased self-confidence and a return of their sense of humor. The obstacle and misunderstanding from the frustration stage have usually been resolved, allowing people to become more relaxed and happier. At this stage, most people experience growth and may change their old behavior and adopt manners from their new culture. Then, after we know about the four stages of culture shock, we as a student need to know how to overcome culture shock. We need to keep in touch with our family and friends. Even you might find it somewhat painful to think about your home life too much, it is important to not neglect your relationships, as these are the people who know you best. Keep Keeping in touch with your family and friends back home can really help keep your mood up if you're feeling down. You do not need to forget your old life in order to cope with your culture shock. It might also be nice for you to organize a firm date when you can travel home to see your family. If you can do that, maybe you can try scheduling in a regular time to have a video call with your family and friends. Next, you can create a routine. Establishing a routine can really help you to cope with your feelings of culture shock. If you are keeping busy and being productive, you have less time to sit around and feel lonely or homesick. If you used to enjoy going for a morning jog, then do it. Integrating old habits into your new daily routine can be helpful with your adaptation into the new environment. Then, you also need to speak to someone. If you're really struggling, you should consider speaking to someone about your feelings. For example, chat to a friend, chat to your lecturer. There will be a lot of people who wants to help you. And for your information, university are very much used to helping people who are feeling homesick or sad. Your university might be able to offer to buddy you up with someone or have a free counseling service you can take advantage of. It is extremely important that you do not suffer in silence and try not to make any decisions such as wanting to leave and go home without discussing it with others. To sum up, culture shock can give a big impact in university life, especially for students. So it is important for students to know and understand about culture shock so they can overcome it in order to become a successful student. Thank you.